World Boss is a free-to-play first-person shooter that combines the persistent server charms of ClimbTheLadder.io games like Agar.io with the core gameplay loop of Call of Duty gun game, in which every kill gives you a new gun, or in World Boss's case, new gun, skill, or perk. World Boss then stuffs all this into a Fortnite blender and spits it out all cute, colorful, and ready for mass consumption. But be warned, if you do decide to consume said World Boss smoothie, prepare to want little else for the next day, week, month, or millennium, because World Boss is shockingly addictive. When it comes to gameplay, World Boss is simple. 16 go in, none come out, ever. You will kill and climb or be killed and tumble down the never-ending server's ladder, then respawn in 3 seconds and start again. Reach the top and survive for 2 minutes. Congrats, you're now World Boss and will have your health and shields doubled. Plot twist, everyone can now see you on the minimap and killing you grants substantial experience. Good luck! It's only through kills or collecting the pyramidic remnants of World Boss's little bots that you gain experience and climb the level ladder. With each level, you'll get to choose between a perk, skill, or new weapon. The best players, of course, will strive to synergize these level boons and create an unstoppable build. I found
a great success
by rolling Marksman's Rifle with a huge mag, jetpack, and teleporter, which allowed me to scale World Boss's tallest buildings, rain down heck on my enemies, and dip if anyone too strong got too close. If you do die, World Boss will subtract XP from you based on the level that killed you. Lose too much and you'll be demoted, but string together a series of kills and you'll get demotion protection. It's a well-balanced, well-thought-out system. I think that about wraps up the basics, so let's dive into the good, the bad, and the rest. First, the good. World Boss enters early access a unicorn in that it's already immensely playable. I experienced very fast load times, no frame rate lag, snappy respawns, solid controls, and just general stability all the way through. But sadly, that's just me. Others have reported occasional server crashes, thereby resetting potentially hours of player progress, and note that the game hasn't yet been optimized for gamepad, which is surprising given the target audience. It's Fortnite. The target audience is Fortnite. Moving on, World Boss is free and will look to turn a profit through its cosmetics store. And while I could see some sinking 100 plus hours into this bad boy no problem, I personally want to see more maps, weapons, and modes added before giving it a 5 out of 5 here. The good news is that all that and more is planned during the next 3 to 6 months of estimated early access, so I'll be sure to revisit things closer to full release. Even in its currently lightweight state, I found myself impressed by World Boss's combat. It's a nice blend of simple, casual fun and frantic intensity, with more depth than you'd expect due to all the potential builds you can build. However, some weapons need balancing, as is there's really no reason to ever roll a rocket launcher as the thing is wildly underpowered, and the instant teleportation skill has no time limit or limit distance, meaning you have to try to die when it's active. I don't have anything overtly negative to report on World Boss, so we'll wrap up with the rest. World Boss features little to no non-combat, so I'm leaving this micrometric unscored. Meanwhile, the game's UI is fine. It does everything you'd expect from a modern shooter and little else. As noted earlier, there's currently only one world for you to boss around in World Boss, a multi-biome map with city, suburb, and Wild West vibes. It's not particularly complex or interesting, but it gets the job done. The objectives here are equally simple, all you need is kill, though there is a prestige system for when you hit max level, and doing so allows you to maintain a perk and roll a new weapon, thereby keeping things fresh. Perhaps ironically, I'll be leaving the boss's micrometric unscored, as World Boss doesn't feature any AI-controlled big bads. That said, now's the time to note that I was a little underwhelmed the first time I became World Boss.
World Boss activate!
12 seconds later.
The game hypes it up as some Warzone juggernaut level superhuman, but you really just double your health. Would love to see some more nuance here. Though I will say that my jaw dropped when I, as World Boss, heard a new World Boss timer counting down.
World Boss activate!
The nerve, the audacity. What is this, World Bosses? No, there can be only one, I yelled, before tracking this false god to the other side of the map and swiftly reclaiming what should be a singular title.
I'm the boss.
Then in my hubris, I promptly exploded.
Now I'm dead! Like a boss.
As for visuals, World Boss smartly prioritized playability over visual fidelity. That's not to say the game is ugly, it's got a charming enough art style, but the lighting here is nothing special, and textures are occasionally flat. Definitely a game made with a future mobile market in mind. To my knowledge, World Boss only features one song at this point, an EDM loop that triggers when there's a World Boss. I'd typically say here that I want more variety, but I always find music to be a distraction in multiplayer shooters anyway, so whatever. Last up, the game's sound design is lighthearted if a little thin. I can't call it a strength or weakness, so let's just call it a day. In conclusion, World Boss combines a number of well-known game styles to create something fresh, fun, and definitely worth checking out if you're hungry for a new fast casual shooter with a low learning curve. After averaging up our micrometrics, World Boss earns a very solid aggregate mega score of 3.33 out of 5, and has all the elements necessary to become the next big shooter. Until then, this is Scope, and thanks for watching!